October 26, 2025. We have some severe weather to talk about and tropical activities setting up in the Caribbean. A Category 5 Hurricane Melissa is setting up right now, heading towards Jamaica, Haiti, and Cuba. This is going to bring catastrophic flooding, over 30 inches of rain, possibly even 40 to 50 inches. So let's jump right into it. Jacob, do you want to say anything?
I'm Jacob. I will be helping out with this video today. Please go subscribe and like to him. And please share it to as many people as you can.
Now let's jump right into it.
Bye.
All right, starting all off on satellite, we've got tons of cloud cover, which is going to bring a rainy day across most of the southeast, all the way up into the Ohio Valley and Midwest. And the big story over the next few days, or even the next week, is going to be this major Category 4 Hurricane Melissa. Right now is a Category 4, a monster hurricane. Already Jamaica is getting these outer bands, and by tomorrow it will be a Category 5 hurricane. Devastating flooding over possibly over 40 inches of rain. This is a crazy storm as it comes towards Cuba. Category 3, Category 2, as it makes landfall. And as it makes landfall to Jamaica, it's going to be a Category 4 hurricane, a monster hurricane. Even Bermuda is going to get impacted by this, as a Category 1 hurricane will possibly make landfall on it, and devastating flooding will be in there too. But this is a crazy hurricane, and this is going to shoot off to the northeast. It is kind of taking a western turn, and it's going to shoot off to the north and turn out to sea. But this is going to bring devastating flooding to Jamaica, Haiti, and Cuba. Still, a couple of these models says it is going to go even western and possibly impact Florida. This is about a 10% chance of this happening, 10 to 20% chance. But what our models are really picking up on right now is this hurricane impacting Jamaica, Haiti, and Cuba over the next few days. And this is going to bring devastating flooding as this storm is moving very, very, very slow. And it could actually impact some of the Bahamas as it moves through. It could impact Turks and Caicos in the Bahamas, and these major areas are going to see devastating flooding. All right, let's look at our day one outlook of severe weather. This is today on Sunday, October 26th. A slight risk of severe weather in the Florida Panhandle is right now, including damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. Day 2 outlook of severe weather, there is no chance of any severe weather. Day 3 outlook, not any chance of severe weather. So we are going to basically see some very dry days over the next 2 days. All right, let's look at our tornado risk. It is actually elevated in the Florida Panhandle, as a 5% chance of seeing tornadoes is possible in Alabama and Florida, and these tornadoes could be strong. Over tomorrow, we have no tornado risk. Day 1 outlook of wind, we have a lower chance of seeing some significant wind, as we only have a 5% chance of seeing some damaging winds. Day 1 outlook of hail, there's no risk. All right, let's look at our excessive rainfall. These storms moving through will be actually kind of slow, and this is going to cause some flooding. Possibly 3 inches of rain is possible over the next 12 hours.
Okay, guys, we're going to be looking towards the north. It's going to be more of like hotter weathers. And between the east and south, it's going to be more of like, so like around right here, it's going to be more of like normal weather. So I'd say around the 60s, and I'd say about 70. And then around New York and Toronto right there, it's going to be like that. But still, it's going to be a little bit colder though. And down here, okay guys, we're going to be looking towards the north. The north's going to be, so this reddish part and the orange, it's going to be more of the hotter weathers. I'd say around the what the. Okay, guys, we're going to be looking towards the north. It's going to be hotter weather, so around, I'd say about right there. It's going to be more hotter weathers. And around this part right here, it's going to be getting a little bit normal. It's going to be getting a little bit cooler. And around right here, it's going to be mid 30s and 20s, but it's not going to be too cold. It's going to rise around the days. And days 18 out of 14, it's going to be still about the same. Everything right here is going to be the same. Bro, it ain't let me. Okay, guys. So now through the 8 to 14 days of next week, it's going to be looking, so around here, it's going to be looking a little bit hotter than the last week or so. The last week. And it's going to be normal now in Wisconsin and Chicago, Illinois, and Arkansas and all that. And around right here, it's going to be really cold. Hey guys, how I was saying, hold up one second, y'all. I just messed this up really bad. Okay, and in our week 3 or 4, in Texas, it's gonna be getting hot in about 3 or 4 weeks, and when we get to like all this right here, when we go right there, all that, it's going to be like warmer and drier. So,
Jacob, you said that it's going to be really warm over the next 3
to 4 weeks. Yes, it is. In Texas and Houston and all that. And when we look at Minnesota and all that. When in Minnesota and if you look over here, Maine and New York are catching a little bit of that too. I don't know if it's going to be real warm or anything. Well, I mean like real dry, but it's catching a little bit of warmth. So I feel like it's going to be over the 3 to 4 weeks. We should have some good temperatures. In the mornings, it's going to be very cold over those 3 or 4 weeks. Until around, I'd say 11 or 12 o'clock in y'all's time. It's going to be a lot cold until around 1. All right, I'm gonna let Logan take it over for Weather by Logan.
Alright, that's all the weather talk I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And, make sure to stay safe. If you're down here in the Caribbean, we've got a monster hurricane. By tomorrow, it will become a Cat 5 hurricane tomorrow morning, actually. So, y'all stay weather savvy, and goodbye.